saying, wow, that was a 16-13 loss. We had a chance at it, but we lost both pistols.
Yeah, so maybe winning this one could make a bit of a difference. I don't know, this feels like just a reset now. I guess we'll see what happens. A couple of dualies coming out, and hiding down by the car is Python with Masuta, trying to take as much attention as he can away, but they're boosted up to look over. They want to see if they can spot him. That little jump there, they might have. They could shoot right through that, so got to be real careful here. Masuta, couple of shots coming out. He'll hit the headshot, but they'll lose Python as well, so 4 versus 4.
Yeah,
to start the round with. But look who just pushed over the middle.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit too early for that pounce from the car position with those dualies. You want him to get a little bit closer. Oh, nice shot from Masuta. He's still challenging. He's barely taking any damage. 60 HP. He's happy to keep fighting with the USP, but punished at the end of the day. NBK steps up next, and Joko's ready for it. Holds him at bay. And Haji, you're right. That push-up middle was looking really good, but he's given it up. He's bailed out all the way back to Catwalk as they feel the pressure.
Yeah, even Marco was up middle at one point, but he decided to fall back to Catwalk, so...
Oh, now you've lost too much with these continuous challenges.
Only one smoke for the cross, but against the USPs, who know it'll be enough. Could be... Oh, there we go. A little bit of a setup here. 2 versus 3. Dualies jumping on down. Still got 40 seconds here, so plenty of time for the bomb plant. No need to rush it.
Yeah, but they know both players have dropped down now.
Yeah, this boost is probably going to be expected, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely knocked out Joker with the 3rd kill. NBK on his own. And he's going to be falling a little bit back. Ooh, maybe a chance now. Valmis only just planted. Yeah, he's thinking, all right, if you're going to be fighting me like that. He saw someone out on long as well, so he kind of knows that they're going to be up close. Let's see what he could do. I don't know if there's a kid anywhere, but if not, he's going to have to move lightning fast at this point in time. Swings for it and shot in the back by Afro. That's a round 1 by HEET.
There's so many rash individual decisions from Falcons. Again, like I feel like they have that round under control. Masuta goes down after challenging long, and you can't really blame him. He got 2 kills. The early peek from Python with the dualies at car. You have a follow-up fight out towards long. With the mid push especially, you feel like you have them boxed in. You don't actually need to take that deep fight. Let them come up and get a little bit closer. Let them get over towards railing. Even at the end, the jump down from Catwalk of the dualies as well, so both players on a ramp.
But that's been kind of the theme for the entire last map as well. It's just peeking when you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's way too aggressive at certain moments.
That's a good symptom of young team and inexperienced players. That discipline not quite instilled yet. Good early tag from Mako with the aggression in lower dark.
We're just seeing a lot of it, and it's really starting to cost them. And for some reason, it seems to be costing Falcons just a little bit more than it is HEET at the moment.
Certainly.
Keeps up this way. That could be it. We'll find out. Good start, though. A little bit of damage on there. Masuta hoping for something. Oh, and a boost up on top. They're going to be taking out Joko. He was already tagged up, but still, good headshot to start with.
Python slides into a position out towards long. Going to try and tuck himself, I would imagine, behind the double doors. If he pushes in, Jax is surely going to have that off angle. Oh, the timing. The timing. Python slides in now. Masuta is going to deal a little bit of damage as well.
Oh, flash.
Flashbang comes out, buys him time, and that's a shot and a half.
Masuta, yeah, well done. Back for more. Almost getting that kill. Exercise is very, very low on health. And Marker ready for the jump. There's Masuta again. A headshot to take down Exercise. He's absolutely stopped him on the catwalk. Swinging out long here, tapping away with the Galil. It's going to be Python going down. Jax, not bad. Still a 3 versus 2, and this is again where you want to see them just slow down.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is still a very losable scenario to be in. NBK going to start sliding up. He calls out the tag. Jax didn't spot that. Jumping. Is it going to get the job done, or will it? He gets the angle and protected by the smoke. Everything going right for Falcons in this round. 2-on-1, and Jax has 2 HP in 8 seconds.
Yeah, this is unwinnable. NBK will take him down. That jump with the 5-7, I can't believe that actually worked, but I think because Jax is low on health, he didn't want to be close to try and stop anything, and that's just really tough. Taken right back, Falcons able to win it. I think, though, this is the other thing. It almost feels like Masuta might be a victim of his own mechanical ability, because when you're able to get those deagle shots, that's exactly what inspires you to want to keep going, right? That's maybe you think every time, well, of course I'm going to get it. It's fine, you know?
Yeah.
And that's good to get the opening, but all he needs is just a little alarm clock in his head that rings when he's getting the first 1 or 2 kills and saying, wait a minute, I might be able to get more, but I don't need to. It's all good.
It's all good.
Scout on Afro. Some pistols. Different variants on the HEET side. And Falcons, again, you want to see them exercise some restraint in a round like this. Which they're really far back right now, so that's all good. Maybe lacking a slight bit of mid-control, but it's okay. They can get there. Sneaking up on the catwalk. They have 3 smokes. They could create a pretty significant wall. Yeah, this is, I think, just all being faked towards the middle. Nade. Oh, dear. Actually does almost nothing. I thought it was going to... Oh, it bounced into the corner.
Yeah, it didn't quite make it over the hump. Flashbang for the sky when this execute eventually begins. A solid defensive setup. Masuta can keep his eyes and throw utility and support. When does Python choose to pounce? Waiting. Oh, that's dangerous. This is really dangerous. They've closed the gap. Python's the only one left. He knows they're over at railing as well. Out of ammunition, and Joko's got it as well. These two teams going blow for blow, and HEET in a good position to return the favor.
Yeah, but this is almost even more unbelievable because this just they had nothing really to fight with in this round. Scout tag up on NBK, and him and Haji, they have a real big choice to make right now. They don't have any nades, so no kit either. So if they want to go for this, if they could be, there's a kit up there on Goose, so maybe they could do something. Haji gonna get the kill on Body, still a 2-on-2, but a nice headshot. Joker comes in, and Exercise will close the round, and HEET steal it right back.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that's happened. I think that's a stunning opening. Was that a deagle, a 1 dig that really cracked open the round for HEET?
Yeah.
I don't even think this was a badly positioned defense. And what are you supposed to do about that one? What a shot from Jax over the top of the smoke. I guess maybe the biggest danger is the fact that they drop down and get so close before Masuta could even realize, because he's trying to keep his eyes out towards long to make sure he doesn't get flanked. But what a turnaround.
Some truly bewildering Counter-Strike that we're seeing on the server today between these two teams. If we're going to be finding market, that's a good start. Yeah, hold on to this lead now, HEET. You know, you've got this one in the bag, at least for the next couple of rounds, so just chill out. And make sure you don't give anything back at this point.
Don't let it slip away.
Yeah, it's not worth it, is it? A little bit of an aggressive posture down the middle for Falcons. I appreciate this. It's fine. You know, Deagle's in hand. You want to try and see if you could do it.
I mean, maybe you find the equalizer with a quick 1 dig, much like Jax did in the previous round. Oh, almost got it. Dink onto Afro. He's brought to 41 HP. That's a Deagle through the corner of the box. Doesn't do all the damage he would have liked. Haji and NBK just kind of like superficially cleared Upper Dark. They didn't actually clear it deep. They just kind of peeked their head up, took a deep glance, and saw nobody home. So Exercise is kind of away from the action. And a chance now for Falcons to stall out this long hit again.
Jax, it's not bad. Taking down Masuta. They're going to be finding some kills. This is fine. If you want to be aggressive with Mac 10 in this situation, I'm okay with it. That's a really minimal loss. Probably not going to cost you anything, even if they pick it up. So that's the kind of aggression I can get behind. And 3-1, HEET. Looking, yeah, like they've recovered the early chaos.
Yeah, they come out on top of the little tug of war going on. 3-1, and I think Falcons just have to sit this out entirely. Mostly going to be USPs, maybe some late upgrades, maybe some late flashbang picked up, but for the most part, these should be the only weapons they're playing with, and indeed, it's none of that. None of those little tools, those cheapest tools possible that I mentioned. Maybe a catwalk swing? Body's going to like it.
Yeah, why not go for it? He does have the Mac 10 down there. Oh, the Molotov as well. So they're going to be, yeah, they're just going to be waterfalling right out. There we go. Huge crossfire every which way. They're all going to get a say in that one. And they cleaned it up, 4-1. Okay.
Nice and quick. That's the way you like those rounds. And Body's able to make a good amount of bonus money with a pair of Mac 10 kills. 3-round lead. Body's going to keep his Mac 10. And Afro's going to keep a scout. So money is nice if you're HEET.
I was going to say Mac 10 in a round like this. I mean, you could be going for a B-rush of some sort.
Oh, that's
see if you can find the timing.
Exactly what it is. Okay, not a rush.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tricky, right? The Molotov goes down, so maybe they even hear that. They sort of say, okay, slow it down, but they could just find the timing. Which close, isn't it? It is a scout and not an AWP on the other side. You have to be careful. They're crouching into the smoke. It's so close. All NBK has to do is pull the trigger, and he might win the round, but they're going to be flashing their way through. Good trade from Exercise, and Haji's pushed back, but through the smoke, he'll pick up the kill anyway. 3 versus 4, and some control here on the side of Falcons. But down the middle is Body with the Mac 10. So if they get the bomb plant in here, He's actually all the way up at Upper Dark already. Wow, he escaped really quickly.
Yeah, he was there to try and cut off rotations, and once he was spotted a weaker weapon, he wanted to bail out. Now, they don't have anyone in tunnels anymore in Upper Dark. There's no kits on the CT side as well, so shuffling utility. Maka's going to play it passively with the op. He's got one flashbang to activate 3 players coming through the halls. No more nades to slow things down on Heat either, but this retake's got to be fast.
Yeah, and it will be. They're right into it. Oh, good opening kills. Just Afro left, and he can only get one of them. That's a clean retake coming in from Falcons. They're going to be really excited about that one. Saving the AWP, of course, but upgrading to at least 1 AK.
That's a missed detail, though, from Heat. No, not a single person had eyes or even considered halls. No one even just kind of doing the, the basic jiggle peek at the box. You even had a player up in window who is completely exposed to halls. And they get a relatively easy job on the retake. Gotta say, very nice kill right here from Haji. That was a turning point to give themselves a man advantage in the post plant.
Yeah, shutting it down. That's great. I think also there was another team Molotov that was dropped in the way into the B bomb side that nobody ever picked up on the Heat side, which probably, I don't know if it would have made a difference this time around, but don't want to be leaving utility on the ground like that. Exercise flashed out. Wow, that's aggressive. Almost ran right into the grenade. It's going to be Joko going down, but almost with the refrag coming in. But he has to smoke it off, and that's going to buy a little bit of space for Python. He almost could have had that one. If they had another HE, he would definitely be dead already. But somehow Exercise is left alive out here. Look at it, destroying everyone out of the B-bomb side.
Yeah.
Get down middle.
Well, Masuta and Maka on defense. This is tense. Boosted up. Oh, there was no HP as well. Masuta just couldn't land the shot. Couldn't find him through the smoke. Advantage given over to Heat, but the AWP is still here and able to recover. However, there's no smoke, so he's got to bail out before the Molotov lands, and that's exactly what he does. Flashbang catches him as well, and now they know the position.
Yeah, they have a lot of mid and upper and lower dark control here, but that doesn't really matter. I think Heat, or they should be fine with having this long control. They have 2 smokes for the cross, 2 Molotovs. It should be part of the standard protocol of playing Dust 2 if you're on the T side, right?
NBK's got to be careful. If he tries to push up and get a flank going, Jax is ready and waiting. Probably hears those footsteps as well. Jax is calling it back towards Catwalk. Good nade to soften up this hit, and a good Molotov to keep the defense from sliding in towards the bomb site. But Jax is the X factor.
Yeah, like you pointed out, the footsteps from NBK luring him into something. 30 seconds. And they're waiting down on long. Body with a headshot to start with. That's going to take all the attention. Going to be a free kill coming in from Jax. He's looking the right way. Oh, wait! Haji spinning around.
And there's no smokes for the cross. Afro has to find some way to get across. NBK can still stop this.
Oh, good wallbang shot right there. And he tried to bait it out. That was a bait shot out on long. He wanted Body to peek him, and he got a little bit more than he was asking for. 5-2 in favor of Heat.
Oh, what a grinding, grimy round that Heat comes out on top of. That's heartbreaking for Falcons. They better plant their feet quick before Heat run out to too big of a lead. I believe a timeout's going to be taken as well. Falcons call their first.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be worth for a timeout just to calm things down, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. I don't think any of these teams are capable at the moment.
Are they sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts that I see?
Yeah, they need less sugar in them right now than more. Everything's running a little bit too wild, you know?
Yep, they're peak. It's that rush. We all know it. 5-2. Falcons once again relegated back to pistols with very little things in reserve, very little utility. Smoke for the cross.
All right, nice little tag. Spotting MBK, even just being able to call it out. They're going to try and go a little bit quick. Only 2 people inside. 1 with a Deagle and 1 with a 5-7. So should be kind of easy to make it through here. Nice headshot from Haji. Up there, going to be falling back. That's actually a rifle lost on the ground, so
yeah,
a little bit tricky.
That's a very bold decision with an AK-47 that's going to pass it over. So that's a little toy they can pick up after the fact if they're bold enough. That would be Haji who'd be able to grab that and see what he can create from it. Another stack, a crossfire in middle at the double doors.
And that AK given over to Haji. Nice shot. MBK out of it. He was tagged up from earlier.
And Heat at the moment is just thinking, let's not lose another low econ round. Good gap underneath the smoke. I don't think Haji realized how close he potentially was to death. But remember, Heat won the pistol and lost round 2 against a buy just like this. Armored pistols, 1 scout as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are the hiccups that are preventing them to really run up the scoreboard and have a massive lead. Joko going to be alone with the bomb. He's dropped in. They've got to come back for it.
Yeah, and that's a problem because Misuta's picked up the AK again. His mechanical ability is not to be underestimated. He's definitely sharp with that. 2 versus 4 here.
Afro on the flank, coming through CT spawn right now. This is the only way they win, but Haji seems to be aware of the possibility. Oh, he's so ready. Afro never expected it. And again, Falcons find a way to stay in this.
I just can't even really believe it. Both teams have done this more times than I can count now in the last couple of maps. Haji's going to be finding Jax, and that's a round that HEET are going to want back again. Just remember, we're playing to stay in the tournament right now. These kind of screw-ups are really devastating, and you can't allow it, and they both are. They're both guilty of doing this a fair bit.
I mean, that's just a huge mistake in terms of who's got the bomb. Leaving him alone like that, especially because you've had so much pressure on double doors. You've seen a lot of presence there from Falcons defense throughout that sequence.
Yeah. Do you think if you put enough donuts at the end of a rifle, Jason, they could work as a silencer?
Yes, that one I'm on board with.
Nice.
Especially with that cream filling. Jax is blind, Python is blind, Masuta was blind, but Python comes out with a double kill.
Yeah, good conversion out there. Always a lot of madness when the flash is just throwing over from both sides and you're fighting halfway in smoke, halfway in a Molotov, and never really know what's going to happen there, but it worked out this time for the CTs. 5 versus 3. And again, I say it only because we've seen it not work out so many times. This is where you want the experience on MBK and on Masuta.
Certainly.
To sort of chime in and say, just keep this calm. There's no reason to fight anything.
Seems to be working, at least for the moment. Good kills, huge advantage. And finally, Falcons can breathe easy. They've got money built up from the previous round where they recovered. They have 4 recovered AK-47s. They've got plenty of money behind them. And they're about to survive a round with 5 players alive. More than likely.
Yeah, things are looking really good for them. I mean, at this point, Exercise would have to go on a really crazy streak to even do damage to their economy. It seems like he's walking back. Bombs out there.
Yeah, he's
going that way.
He's more than happy to just save the weapon. They got nothing but this AK-47 in the next round. Look at the money on HEET. It's a completely different story.
Okay. So they get a grip all of a sudden. They get something to hold on to in the game by winning that last round. And now they're taking full advantage. Could be a chance for them to get up to a tied scoreline at 5-5, assuming that they don't get ecoed in the next round.
Yeah.
It could also happen. It's not another question.
I don't know if HEET can really invest a whole lot. I mean, it's either going to be no investment whatsoever, or they're just going to force buy into this round, knowing they'll be saving again. Timeout called. And HEET wants to chat it over, figure out the money situation, figure out the money strategy in the next few rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, you know, for the coaches to take a timeout here, and especially for both sides, just to maybe calm the teams a little bit more down. That feels like that's the central theme of all of these maps that we've been seeing so far, is just kind of runaway aggression and a little bit too much excitement at the wrong time. Because both teams mechanically have shown they're really capable of getting those openings. There's no doubt about that. Some skilled players in here, but sometimes it just gets the better of them. Round number 10 coming up, and like you pointed out, that AK being saved, that's about what they'll have. Surely not going to win the round with that.
Surely. Well, let's find out. It's going to be at the first attack. Does great damage on the Python. That's an early exchange victory for HEET, but a long way to go. Especially with no utility. Just a single flashbang.
Yeah, it was real close. Good tracking mid-air.
For the moment, there's 2 players from Falcons, Haji and Mako, looking towards middle, trying to control catwalk, trying to control and make sure nobody's coming close to the double door. So NBK's alone at this B bomb site. So there's maybe a potential timing here if they can get a quick kill onto NBK.
It's possible. A little bit further back now might make it a little bit more tricky, but again, just one good opening headshot with the AK. NBK surviving that first test. And backup is getting a little bit closer now. Marco's there with the AWP down in middle, so even if they take down NBK now, at least there's going to be a way to slow them down, potentially. Deal back here.
NBK's got a smoke that he can just drop whenever he wants to not have to deal with any of this. But I think he's more than happy against the Deagles to take these fights. Good damage done. And if they swing now, it's, oh my dear lord. Should have used that smoke.
Yeah. Doesn't have a chance now.
That's a disgusting shot. 1 HP. Jax comes back for it.
4 on 4, and some aggression from Masutra out long. I don't necessarily mind this. Gotta be careful with the running, though. You really don't know who's there. Oh, Molotov over in the middle, pushing them back now. Down to 25 seconds. Masutra's, he's gone so far away from this that there is a way that they can slip out. It's unlikely, super unlikely.
No,
here,
they're doing exactly that. They're jumping up towards Catwalk. Only Python's here. I'm very confused why Masuda didn't wrap around, especially when Falcons had the information. You've now overextended your defense towards the B bomb site. One unlucky shot onto Python, and this round is going to be in a really tough position. Time's an issue. Bomb being planted, and there's the shot.
Taking him down with the bomb plant as well. Almost taking his head off, taking a peek in there. That was really scary. 2 versus 3, and they still should be winning this. Couple of Deagle shots down to the feet, and finally Masuda shows up. Back from his trip across the map, it's Joko on his own. 1 versus 3 with very low health, and he's going to be going down. Masuda back to save the day after you almost gave it away.
Yeah, that's very scary, though. That could have gone horribly wrong. That could have gone south real quick. 5-5, we're all tied up. Plenty of money for Falcons to recover from those player losses.
Yeah, really, really scary. But they couldn't really escape the bomb site after the bomb plant, so still kind of trapped on there. Tied up. 11th round is here. Money looking pretty decent for Falcons, in spite of some strange casualties. Not so much so for HEET. They need to start to get back to their winning ways here, or they are going to be in trouble for some of this half. Flashes out. Molotov's deep. Counter smoke there to try and put it out. Deep nade, because they know there's going to be at least one person back there. Oh, and a nice shot. Masuda again. Mechanically, definitely no question about his gifts there.
Oof, what a great response, though. Joko knows Masuta's blind. He's like, all right, let me get the follow-up. Let me get the guy sliding at the corner. 4 on 4. However, Falcons have the advantage of information. Good tag on Amaka, but NBK's in lower dark at the moment. Now, he's going to have to stick around here because Joko, Exercise, and Afro are actually sliding all the way back towards B. And that kill for Jax is massive. That's going to pull the defense towards A. That actually might have just pulled off a disgusting fake. Yeah,
Almost inadvertently so. I mean, Shooter thinking, last time I was out alone, I didn't see anyone. I'll try and do it again. Maybe it'll work back to back. Getting caught a little bit, and they're gonna find a free bomb site over here. B. MBK might. Oh yeah, the footsteps. Jax is gonna be going down. 3 versus 3 now, but they're still quite far away.
And he sees where Jax is trying to run to, so he's like, "Uh-oh, guys, everyone
smoke for the cross.
Everyone watch B."
Maybe if you're quick with it, Marker, could you do it? Ah, they're gonna be jumping past you. Didn't you look for it? Early here in upper dark, but leg shot onto Haji through the side, and he's just taking some attention away. Joko's playing real close on this one, and NBK is going to be wise to a nade around the corner, and what a clear. NBK, huge triple in the round, Exercise on his own, 1 versus 3 to try and hold on to this one, and HEET need this round really badly. There's a little bit of a jump up. Yeah, he spots that mid player through the smoke. He takes down Haji. He's still got some bullets left. He's still got a chance here, and that's an incredible 1 versus 3 for Exercise.
That's so massive. He even gets legged. He gets legged in the middle of all that sequence. Right after he kills NBK, he gets tagged through the door. And again, Falcons just not able to take control of the advantages that they have.
Yeah, really not. That spray through the smoke, though, that is really cool. Shocking. HEET back with a 6-5 scoreline here. Oh, yeah, that's gonna has to get them fired up, surely. That's well played.
Yep, timeout called. This is from HEET. Talking things over, looking to string them together. It's going to be tough on the money. They at least passed an op over after the victory from Exercise, able to pick it up off the dead body, but they know the money had built up for Falcons. And there's still cash behind this buy in round 12 for the CT side.
Yeah, that's the big benefit that they had is the money they'd managed to build up. In spite of some casualties along the way, they still have a pretty decent bank there. 11 on Masuta, 9 on Haji, 8 on Python, 8 on MBK. So pretty good. Marco's had a rough time with the EWP, which is a little bit upsetting because it does 2 after all. Down the middle, Afro on the other side, and that's a good read. Afro, though, with 10 kills. That was his 10th right there. MBK walking into it, over peaks it. And Exercise, because of the pillar in front of him, he can't continue the spray.
Yeah, got a little bit panicked in that exchange. What a good equalizer found by NBK. 4 on 4. Joko is going to take the advantage to step forward in front of the smokes in middle. Body and Afro working up catwalk, but this is the play. This is the one. If Haji swings out too wide and he's not ready.
Oh my God, he's close. I thought he was going to run in. He still might. He's picking up the M4 instead and beating Joko to it. So that's a pretty impressive fight, because there was definitely a little of a trick waiting for him there.
He's the support, though, towards the A bomb site if this hit comes up off catwalk. He's the one who slides up the ramp and tries to help out, because Python's pushed all the way into the long cave. So Masuta very much on his own and tucking himself into the goose corner.
Yeah, Python instead of Masuta playing long this time, but he's just as aggressive as Masuta was in some of the other rounds. He's pushed all the way deep in there. I don't know. There's one player at every entrance right now. Mid, catwalk, long, B. There's sort of somebody everywhere for Falcons. So just pick a spot and go for it. And here's that push coming out from Python. Good read, good timing. 30 seconds and a 4 versus 3. That might be very tricky for HEET to try and win. They need to win and get this fight right now before they get shot at the back. It has to be quick as well. Haji, good defense, but Python, the flank is not working out. Jack's able to find the kill. Masuta up here and Goose, they didn't realize. And NBK coming in from the B-bomb side to take down Jax. It'll be a round 1 by Falcons, tying it back up again 6-6.
Yeah, good hold. Haji gets up the ramp and finds some safety at the railing before he's even caught. They never even had the manpower to clear out Goose as well. That's a dangerous crossfire setup.
Somebody needs to create like a meme format where it's like French wine and French food and French art and then French Counter-Strike is just all out madness. Everything else is, you know,
yeah,
got this like, you know, it's very sophisticated, obviously world-renowned,
yeah,
all good. Can somebody do that?
And then Counter-Strike.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy.
It is wild times. This is taking me back to the good old days. This is what Counter-Strike was years ago.
I know.
Nice shot from NBK. 5 on 4. Haji's going to challenge. He wants some eco kills. He can smell blood in the water. Python finds one in T-spawn as well. So everyone from Falcons pushes their respective positions. And Joko's left all on his own with the bomb. Jax is out long, but again, just 2 Glocks. So this round will come to a close. It'll be 7-6 for Falcons.
Okay, you feel comfortable in that prediction? You don't think this is
100%.
All right, nice. Not going to be one of the crazy throws. It really, you have to fight to throw this round away. You'd have to really.
You have to work hard.
Yeah, you'd have to really want it.
You'd have to like call a timeout in the mid round and come up with a plan.
Good job. So back in the lead up, Falcons. 7-6. They're just trading rounds all over the place right now.
Well, Falcons actually, I mean, there's been some like weird blows, like some weird hiccups lost, but Falcons is actually on a 5-1 run right now. So they've come back into this game. It doesn't, it's kind of like you said brittle on overpass.
Yes.
And it's like, I guess that's probably still there. It's just like not convincing, you know, like every round still feels in contention.
Yeah, except
for that one.
Except for that one. Yeah, but I mean, normally for many of the teams we've seen throughout the RMR here, the whole point is, yeah, if you're in a 5 versus 3 or something, those are the rounds you expect to win 90% of the time,
yeah.
and you have a plan for it. You know what to do.
And I think that's why it feels so uncomfortable, because we've seen players on both teams kind of throw away advantages and make a decision that throws away a big lead in a round.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter almost what is in play on either side. I mean, a scout or a deagle or, you know, a little bit of a combination, and you think, oh, maybe they can still do this.
This might just be a win out of spawn for HEET.
Oh, yeah. NBK way out of position. That Molotov is the only thing that's holding him back, and they're going to go right through it. They don't want to wait for it either. You could be absolutely right. NBK showing up with a spray, and he's going to take down Body. Oh, he takes Joko as well, and that's the bomb delayed. Say it again, Jason.
Natural born killer, baby. He's back. 14 kills in this deciding map. What a crazy recovery. Caught with his pants down, pulls him back up.
Ready to fight out.
Gets the job done. That's the kind of blue-collar attitude we expect out of the man with the mustache.
Exactly right. Although Exercise in a very lethal position out here, but they're looking for it. Haji heads up play. And now they're going to go for the retake. 2 on 5. Surely no way to hold this back. Jax trying the best to spray. A lot of damage, but he's also on his own. NBK finding another one, and the grenade will find Jax, and it is 8-6.
Shout out to NBK. That's an astounding way to get a double kill to open up a round. Find a kill in the middle of the chaos as well during the retake.
Yeah, he woke up in that round a little bit hungover.
Yeah,
not feeling all that well.
And then kicked the wall on accident on the way to the bathroom, and that woke him right up.
Yeah, that's how you do. Good stuff. 15th round is coming up now. And if this goes the way of Falcons, which we could, then it's a good first half, all things considering. It really is.
It's certainly a wonderful recovery that's going to give you confidence and make you feel good going into the second half. It's now 6-1 and 7-2 for Falcons. Opening kill provided by Body. Even took a little tap at Python after the fact. Mako with the aggression. Look at equalize. I don't know if he spotted the tip of the elbow there. But look at Haji's push.
Oh, catching 2 of them right there. They weren't ready for it, and he's going to spin around. Look at how he's dodging the flashbangs. He's just here to fight all the way through. And finally, they can out-duel him. Maka down. That's his 3rd kill and a half so far. So this good for him to step it up a little bit now. 2 versus 3. In an awkward position to be in.
Yeah, Jax, though, has that veteran understanding. He's like, fine. Like, we've killed 2 in middle. We know that the office is still there. Ooh, Body's got it at the end of the day. And NBK is going to find another one. 16 kills, but a 1 versus 2.
Hard to win this one. No nades on anyone currently. As a kid at the very least, but... yeah, you need some sort of a misstep here. He tried this before with the pistol, I believe. We had to sort of swing into this crossfire voluntarily, and because they're so deep up against the walls on either side, he has to go really deep to find them, and then he's got his back turned. It's just almost unwinnable here. A little bit of a jump, does spot one of them out, but Afro will take him down. 8-7 at the end of the half. Not too bad. Still a wide open game for elimination here. We're going to be back after the break with the second half and the conclusion of this series. Stay tuned.
Hey Future Pros! Taking long on Dust 2 is one thing, but getting to the site can be a whole other challenge. With these simple smokes I'll show you, it should be no problem. You will need 2 smokes for this one, so ask a teammate nicely to drop you one. To throw the first smoke, stand in the corner in front of the barrel, then aim at this point and running through the smoke almost instantly. Then stand at this wall, aim at this point along the line and running jump throw that smoke too. No pit control needed, and you'll be hard pressed to find a gap, so cross the site with a little bit of peace of mind.
Run
Here we go. Second half, third map. It's time to find somebody to knock out of the tournament. It's either going to be Heat or Falcons. It's cut right down the middle. I feel like Falcons had a little bit of a lead. They probably could have more rounds. They had a bit of a comeback for some of that. It's a really confusing game still. But
yeah,
here we go. You ready for more on the roller coaster, the French roller coaster?
I'm so glad I have no idea who's going to win this one. I'm so glad that this is so chaotic that I have no feel of actually who's going to be going through.
I know. Here we go.
Yeah, buckle up, boys and girls. Joko is going to push up middle and take a couple pop shots, but misses them all.
Exercise up here with one of the two sets of dualies that are available. Got a bit of a smoke to play it safe. That's so rare. Trying to be cautiously good. Flashbang out. That's a nice attempt. I appreciate that. Only got the one kill, but you have to give it a shot there. And now USP shots at range. But a 4-on-4 bomb. A little bit further back on the ramp. Not quite being planted yet. Joko sneaking out, looking for somebody down to the pit. I think it's MBK who's... Oh, it's not. It's going to be Maka crouched down there. Not bad. 3 versus 3. And still the bomb is a bit delayed. Finally, MBK, but... Oh! The jump comes in! Jax taking him down. That is quite something.
Jumping dualies, a circus act I didn't know I needed in my life.
No, but yeah, here we are. You're getting it all. There is no taming French Counter-Strike today. Marker and Python left. Second shot at a bomb plant, and this time, well, Jax is getting a bit closer. He's trying to do it again. Oh, it's Afro. Okay. Don't worry, everyone calm down. It wasn't a jump. Python's on his own, though, and in a lot of trouble. And they're close enough by. They don't have to worry about any kit of any kind. Body's there to get the shot. And it'll be Heat to pick up the pistol in the second half.
Actually, just for a little bit of extra spice, he actually tried to switch to burst fire right at the end before he went down.
Yeah, why not?
Shout out to Jax for just being an annoying nuisance, always having attention, delaying the plant. Wonderful stuff. 8-8. And we covered this in overpasses as well. Needing the pistol rounds as Falcon. They lost both on overpass in that very close 16-13 loss. They've now lost both the pistols here on this map. Now, at least in the first half, they returned and won the second, but then they also lost the third. So in reality, it comes out to the same conclusion.
Yeah, good point. Who's going to win this round, Jason?
I'm taking Heat.
All right.
What about you? You agree with that?
No, I think...
You think Falcons?
Obviously. I think the trading will just continue. They're just going to trade their way all the way through the round number 30 here. No one taking any consecutive rounds of any kind. What if they've done a default? Checking if it's good. Checking up, huh? I've never been so excited about a default before.
Yeah, the CT side's pretty calm and chill as well. Everyone's parked back against the walls.
No one has hardly any nades at all. There's one smoke, I think, on Haji, but
they're holding on to him. Is the nice thing. I think the big one. Well, actually, Joko's over at the B bomb, so I'm gonna say the Molotov for Catwalk would be super nice. Actually, the biggest problem at the moment is that the A defenders are the ones without a whole lot of utility to use. Body does have a smoke that he can put down on Catwalk, but they are going towards Joko and his Molotov. Where does he want to place it?
Oh, this is great. Smoke up in the door. Jax inside. Molotov goes maybe a little bit too wide, but they line up for Jax. They're all being funneled through. That could not have gone any better. Triple kill for Jackson. Marker down here with the scout.
He put that in the perfect place. You're right. The bounce off the wall makes it take a little bit longer to actually pop and spread and everything, but by the time Falcons is going through that window, that Molotov makes sure they have to commit to it in a disadvantage every which way you look. Jax blocks off the door with the smoke, Molotov at the window when Falcons are already halfway through, and it's just an easy mop-up.
That is well done.
Oh, God, it feels good to be right.
That's, yeah, you're right. And that Molotov as well, I mean, half a second later, and maybe they just power through, but they were so worried about it, they had to slow it down just a tiny bit, and Jax is there to pick them up, no problem.
Yeah, he put all of his faith, too, in that smoke. He was like, no one's coming through this. I'm just fine. Molly smoke combo to protect themselves, getting long control. 3 players in lower dark, 2 out towards long. No armor picked up for Falcons T side.
Okay.
All right, make a prediction, Anders. Who's winning this map? Who's moving on for one more chance, and who's getting eliminated?
Why in God's name would you ask me that?
I want to put you. Ooh, nice. Nice collateral.
One.
Ooh, hello.
Afro, keep it going.
Okay, don't let that persuade you, though. I want your prediction written in blood right now.
This is ridiculous.
It's a one-word answer.
I'm gonna say Falcons.
Okay.
Still, I don't know why. It's just... I can't explain it.
I was going to go with Heat. I actually really was. But I will tell you, if it makes you feel any better about your prediction, Falcons have an 83% win rate on this across 6 maps in the last 3 months.
But to what? What is Heat on?
64% over 14 maps.
Yeah, like that's close enough that it's probably not going to matter in an individual game. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of thing that can matter if they were playing Dust 2 100 times in a row. But just doing it once here, probably not going to be quite the same.
All that matters is that we're on the opposite side of the spectrum. And a 5-on-4 for Heat. Even though they tagged body on the cross, a little bit of damage done to Joko, a big advantage, a man advantage for the defense.
On Twitch chat saying Falcons are a loser bird species. So he's in it, but for a completely different reason than everybody else.
Yeah, that's also not even objectively true. Falcons are badass.
Yeah, they are. Fastest animal, I believe.
I don't know about that.
Some species of them. I can't remember which one it is. Peregrine? I can't remember which one.
Peregrine Falcon?
I think they are.
Diving speed?
Yeah. 4-on-5. Afro's here. Good pick off. That's going to make it a 5-on-3 now. Good. This Desert defense is looking rock solid at the moment. Jackson, Afro combining and shutting down that catwalk attack with absolute ease.
Yeah, this defense feels a lot less chaotic.
It does.
Yeah, it feels like they're just, there's not as much like movement and like rotations and
much less French in a way. Oh, I had to do it. I didn't have a choice.
It's fine. As long as
I'm not in control of my brain.
You're out there just trashing Nell basically at the end of the day, which is good.
Marcus on 4 kills. That's, I mean, you know, looking back at it, maybe that should have factored into my prediction on some level. He was sick on the second map, obviously. I think he played really well on the first map. It's been a while now, but I think he was good on Vertigo as well. Wow.
3-round lead. And back to what's probably going to be pistols. I mean, there's going to be a timeout. As you can see, we get into it. The coach is involved in the conversation. Falcons pause the game. Sitting just below like 3,500 to just below 4K. So, I mean, you could go for some Galils if you really wanted to be aggressive with it. Probably just drop down to a Deagle, maybe a Scout for the Falcon side. But this one's drifting away.
It is drifting away. 3-round lead. They've got the money. They've got a little bit of... They're a little bit more relaxed now on their defense. These are all really good signs, so just keep that up. It's absolutely everywhere. We're laughing a little bit here because some of the counter-strike has really been crazy, but this is obviously unbelievably serious for both these teams, right? 11 rounds. That means Heat are 5 rounds away from knocking Falcons out. And Falcons need a good 8 rounds to do the same to Heat, so elimination match. If you lose here, you've got no more shots. If you win, you have to keep on playing to try and qualify. 2-for-1 shot there. Masuta brought all the way down to 16 behind it. Python all the way dead, and an easy pickup right there. So, good start.
Really good start. Not a whole lot of danger left in this right out of the gates. Very quickly, wind out of the Falcons' sails. Or wings. Jack's rotating over to the B-bomb site. He's there in support with Joko at the back of the platform, so very safe or relatively safe positions. About as safe as you could get.
Boost up. Cute little trick here. Not going to see anybody, but when you're down like this, 5 versus 3, I mean, you got to do something. Joko moving up pretty aggressively. Don't get 1D'd. That's the only rule here. Good counter flashes coming out. Haji, oh, he's going to open it up. That's an interesting double. Bomb is going to be planted at the very least.
Right when I said it was like looking like a solid CT side, not a whole lot of movement. They rotate out into the worst possible positions from the best possible positions.
Yeah, not exactly ideal.
So here we go. A chance to turn this one on its head. Haji even has a Molotov.
He does. 2 smokes on the other side. Really cool smoke hinge there. Normally see down the middle, obviously. Gonna be a Molotov thrown through. Now they have to kind of use a smoke, or they just try and run past. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, they do that. Went a little bit too deep, and Body taking full advantage, reclaiming the bomb site for his team. And with a kit, they're gonna be fine, 12-8.
I don't even think he really burned that Molotov. It might have just been thrown a little bit too far, so he found the angle. I don't think that battle was really expected from the car player.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's an all-important double kill for Body to make sure that doesn't get way, way worse than it already had become.
If he puts that Molotov down really perfectly, it's a really awkward position for HEET, right? Because if they put it out, they just smoke the door again.
Yeah.
They obviously don't want to be doing that.
You have to wait for it, and if you try and retake with the Molotov still down, most of that retake coming through the window, I think it's an easier defense. Full buy in this round, and that's a great start. Falcons needed something, and they've got an opening pick provided by the AWPer. Good flashes as well. Masuta is going to make it. They never saw him. They never saw him, and now he's in pit. Where do you go? There is no retreat. Masuta is not going to let you get away, and it's quickly going to be a disastrous round for HEET's defense.
That is a 6 start, isn't it? That double down over at long. And obviously the shot in the middle. Bomb going to be planted, and Body's going to escape with the AWP. So 9 to 12 now. Going to be
they're hunting already. They got to be careful on this T side.
Oh, I don't think they know what that is. I don't think they're going to be careful at all. They just want to find it.
Oh, he's going to be fine. Python's on a great bait. Haji's coming through window now. It's a freebie. Op recovered. Oh, Op is not recovered. Get absolutely wrecked. Now that is French Counter-Strike. What a stupid thing to have happen.
Broken my brain. I can't do it.
I love it. 12 to 9.
I need a moment.
I'll take it. You chill. Pull yourself together, man. Joko and... Actually, just Joko. Jax is going to cross as well now. Again, aggression towards long. It's Maka, but he blinded up completely.
Here we go. Maka down again. Really not his map, is it?
He really came back for that fight, too, inside the flames. Does Joko realize someone's... Okay. I think he might have spotted that over the fire. I didn't know if he was going to be prepared for that exact battle.
Oh, it's real close, isn't it? But he can't quite catch the kills. So still a 4 on 5 here. Body going to make it his way back as well. Jax on the other side of middle. And plenty of time on the clock here for Falcons to try and find something. They don't have some money in the bank. Masucha's a little bit low, but everyone else has something, so probably they could keep on buying. Not like HEET have a lot either. Good trade. Masucha crouching in, double peek coming through. He'll have to. No, he won't. He'll just smoke it out. That's he's so aggressive all the time, and exercise will find him. And 4 versus 2.
He's being aggressive because he's trying to keep attention off exercise, and ooh, blind shot almost lands, but now he knows what's coming. And they only have 1 smoke for the cross. They've got a Molotov to try and combine it and make it work, going for the deep smoke. That's going to play out very well, but this is taking a little bit of time, which allows Jax to move into position. He's going to be flanking towards long.
Still a chance. 30 seconds. Look at how aggressive they are. Python able to pick that shot up. Jax pushing maybe a little bit early. And Body there to catch Python. And Haji, he's burning alive. He's almost dead behind it. He's going to get that one. Knows where Body is. Tries to get the shot midair. And it's almost true, but not quite. Body on the double kill instead. Going to run and pick up the AWP and some grenades. And they will get to 13 rounds.
Yeah, such low HP, though. That's a tough fight to win. Do it. Nice.
Get a little bit of BM in there.
You love that. Go back for a teabag. You have plenty of time before the defuse needs to come in.
I agree. I second that.
Give him some of that English breakfast. Falcons got plenty of money, especially with the plant. So they're going to be buying up again. HEET's not out of the woods just yet. Their money is going to be at a very tough point, and they're going to take... HEET's going to take their 4th and final timeout.
Well, I mean, now is the time for it, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess if you're looking at this and you're saying getting economically reset would be a disaster that we just cannot afford at this stage of the deciding map. Makes sense. It's still, I mean, if there's any kind of a comeback, this is a long time to be without the ability to stop the game.
Hanji's playing super well right now. 21 kills on him. He's actually top fragging the server in spite of the fact that they're 4 rounds behind. So you have to respect that. But yeah, if they slip now, Falcons, they might not get a chance to get back into it. They're going to be buying... The only good thing you could say really is that HEET, that was down into a 1 versus 1 at the end there, so they have to spend all of their money to buy into this CT side. Yeah, which that's what I'm saying. I think that's maybe the one justification in my mind for that 4th timeout is just make sure you don't get reset. Hearing shouting from one of the other games. Keep in mind we have, I think, like 5 streams going on right now. A, B, C, or not A, but B, C, D, E, and F. Yes. With the Americas Road to Rio underway as well. What's the cheering for? Anything, but okay. In 5 seconds I will, so close your ears.
3, 2, 1.
Imperial managed to win the first map in overtime, I believe.
Oh, against what's
Nouns. 22 to 18.
It's the Semphis team.
Yeah, it is the Fallen team on the other side. Crazy.
Semphis got them on that salt diet.
Which is good. People should do that. I like it.
Exercise outside double doors. He could really ruin the pinch of this attack. Afro and Joko are getting a lot of information. They're pushed in towards upper dark. Just past a minute into the round. Or
This could be hard to
under
hold.
a minute remaining.
What do you do with your exercise here? One good nade over, one good flash, or Molotov into the corner here. He's going to be screwed. He's got nothing to fight back with. All down to timing. Flash, it doesn't touch him at all, and he goes for the fight. He'll get the double kill. Marker finally taking him down, but that might be everything. Remember, now the bomb is on long with an AWP. If they're unfortunate here, the bomb is going to get trapped down there. Jax, he's thinking about it, moving down, actually, out of the A-bomb site and down towards the ramp. Look at the lineup here for Joko. It's perfect. Jack, one of them as well. And all on Marker here. 25 seconds. He's about to get this shot from long. He's almost going to get killed, and there we go. Afro showing up. Another good round here for HEET. 14 to 9.
That defense does just enough to allow the flank to be activated. Even though they lose the initial battles on the swing and ramp and from the bomb site, it slows them down and parks them just enough. And Afro, I don't think, was able to really get involved too quickly after this kill, or Maka wasn't able to get too involved after that. It took him a while to turn that corner, which is where Jax was positioned. 5-round lead, and the timeout, the fourth and final timeout for HEET works. Does its job perfectly, gets him another one, and this time it's Falcons to pause the game.
Yeah. They need to really focus on what's happening here. They've got the round loss. They got...
Of the scene as well, and he's gone on quite a journey of his own to find a team and an organization that he was going to be able to help get back to this stage, to get back into the majors. There's got to be a lot of pressure and a lot.
Lose long, they say, let's go quick middle. Let's see if we can shut it down before they even get here. Now, 2 HEs, if they smoke it up, is Body going to be able to throw any one of them? No, that's just, yeah, there we go. That's the one you're looking for. Smoke up in the door, inside the B-bomb site. But they have to worry about NBK. He's walking up behind them, flashing their way through. That's NBK. That wasn't the jumping player, I thought for a second. And it's going to be a bomb plant here, and a really great call, swiftly decision made there for Falcons.
Yeah, well, they've been testing towards the A bomb site quite a bit, and they have been getting shut down. So going back to that mid to B split, they call it perfectly. Body might have been able to do a little bit more to kind of harass and maybe do a little bit of damage, but obviously it might not even matter if NBK hits a shot like that right when we invoke his name.
Yeah. He steps up when you need him. Holding on to the map just barely, but that's a sweet call. HEET gonna save what they can. Again, this is all they have. There's no more money in the bank, so absolutely critical that they hold on to every single rifle. And Falcons are not gonna be chasing either. 14-10. '25th round, man. This is
It's a really tough call at the moment too for HEET.
yeah, it is.
They don't have the money to really invest around these 3 saved weapons. They might just go for it. Utilities being replenished, but Jackson, Joko stay okay. They buy up right at the end of freeze time. So again, no timeout. So they have to make the decision quickly. It takes a little bit of time, and Afro's going to deliver an opening kill.
That's an important shot right there.
23 kills on Afro. So you want to talk about, you want to compare the Oppers direct. Haven't seen too many head-to-heads, but certainly the impact is all going in the way of HEET's op.
Yeah, it really is. And that kind of a shutdown, I mean, that could be the beginning of something horrible for Falcons.
Another convincing call, though. Another, whoa, we got a catwalk this easy, this early in the round. Let's go for it. Let's hit it. And Body can do nothing. He's got to back away. And Haji is, oh, great utility. But Haji in lower dark could ruin everything. Jax is going to have to try and clear him out.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. They need to win this one. Then they have got them locked in on the bomb site. RG making himself very hard to find. Jax is thinking about it, but he also can't spend all day looking for him down there. RG, yeah, the timing is so good. That's well played. 4-on-4 right now. Almost a shot from MBK, who somehow ended up with the AWP, probably because he's low on health. Flash up into the sky. Python not that impressed by it. Gonna be spinning around. Haji's there. A little bit of a return from the CT side now. But that bomb is ticking away all at the same time. And it's just Exercise left. 1 versus 2. And he's going to be forced on out of there. So 11-14. They tried their best to defend. It was close as well for HEET, but not close enough.
And some very decisive calls in these past 2 rounds for Falcons, like moving up catwalk, just saying, we got the space, we got everything we need to pull this off. Let's not wait, let's not delay, let's not second guess ourselves. Let's just put out the utility and hit it. Previously, it was the same thing with the mid to B split. They had the space, they saw the opportunity, and really just pulled the trigger. And that knocks HEET's economy into turmoil.
Yeah, it does.
And remember, no timeouts. Exercise has the only rifle. AK-47 in hand is the only one that they have for this round. Chance for Falcons to close the gap. This is very similar to what happened on Overpass as well, though. Falcons making a late comeback and just too many rounds that they had to make up.
I still think this the quick boost up on the catwalk is a really cool idea for Exercise. He's got the only AK you need for it to be impactful in the round, so you try and put it into a forward position. Going to be found by Masuta, though. AK right there on body. It's been brought back. No, Masuta is... He really has this fearless style. Again, like we said, it can come back to haunt him, but when it works, it does look really impressive. Forcing his way in there. Triple kill on him. And a 14-12 scoreline. Falcons with a very late revival here. Starting to feel it a little bit more. Okay. Not ready to quit the RMR just yet.
No, he's still got his team in this. Haji at 23, Masuda at 22 to lead the way for Falcons. For HEET, it's Afro at 23. Next closest is Exercise at 19. Falcons is just 2 rounds back from HEET.
Default spread at the start of this round for Falcons.
I think this is normally where we'd say, with this kind of pressure, with what's on the line here, this is where the round would slow down. Oh, hold the phone, hold the phone. That's huge.
I thought Haji had that shot blind. It actually looked like he ran right into the crosshair, but not going to be the case.
Did Joko just not want to commit to the fight, or did he get blind as well? He just pulled the ripcord?
Felt like he was like, all right, this isn't worth it. Maybe the shots ran out. He was like, okay, I'm running into this. I don't want to.
Oh, that was a huge advantage. Another mid to B split coming in, though.
Oh, this is dangerous. Gonna be putting down the smoke. That might do it. Jax in the middle. Huge double kill, and Joko nearly has it. If Haji dies as well, this might be a round over. It might be 15 for HEET right here. And look at Exercise. Surely they never check this.
Okay, there's money to recover this scenario for Falcons. If they lose everything, they have cash to rebuy and have another strong... Oh,
no way.
He is checking it. He is checking it! Maybe they heard a footstep.
Surely, yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anyone check that position.
That's crazy. Will they check pit now? Afro's here. Oh, missed a shot. Now they know. Now they know. Python's got another one. Oh, find a way to lose the game, boys. That's what we call this round.
There's still a chance for Falcons to counter lose it if they keep pushing long. Good. Look at the time. 25 seconds. All right, that's kind of good.
They do have to make their way.
Yeah, they need to move right now.
Oh, I think they might have taken too long.
Yeah, I think they definitely have. This is a huge problem. They've really fought for it now. Oh, they spot him out. Python with the shot to bring him down. That's absolutely insane. Marker almost died on the cross, and if he had, it might have been a GG anyway. Jack's now sneaking on up. They know where he's coming from. He's already got the triple, but he has to do more. He's looking for the ace clutch to try and at least secure that overtime position. He's going to get shot in the back instead. 13-14. Talk to me, Jason.
Python needs a steak dinner. Take him out to whatever restaurant he wants on the island. Anywhere he wants to go, it's his.
Whatever he wants.
It's his.
That is such a round.
I mean, just to start with clearing that corner in T-spawn, eliminating the AWPer and pit on Afro after a missed shot, and then the third one to enter into the bomb site as well. That's a crazy round to put together.
And look at what it does to the money on the HEET side. If they end up getting knocked out...
That was a 5-on-3 for HEET.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that is the round that's going to haunt them, isn't it? If they get knocked out, they're going to look back and think, my God, we had that one.
That's a 5-on-3 for HEET where they could say this was going to be a mid to B split. The last 3 players are upper dark. We know everything.
Yeah.
And you even had a player in T-spawn.
I know. It's so ridiculous. I can't believe that actually happened. Can't believe he checked to begin with. Jack's out here with the scout. Find a way to win it. Get that one scout headshot. Put some fear into them. Let them slow down a bit. But they're walking up under the cover of smoke. They're going to be right here. They have some more grenades. Nobody is in middle or anything. They're all just here on long. Trusting in it. Almost a 2-for-1 shot. There's Jax with one, but they get 2 in return. It's all going to be fine for Falcons if this keeps up. Swinging around the corner, body inside of the smoke, and they saw him, so no issue yet. There's the return for Mako, and it's Joko on his own. One man with a deagle against 3 on the other side, and he misses the chance. Mako will take him down. A double kill for him, and 14-14. We're all tied up.
It's unbelievable that it's gotten to this point. What a huge comeback. This is 5 rounds in a row for Falcons. He'd hit 14, and then they hit a wall. They are not able to slow this down. Another chance here. Up in the hands of Afro. You like that. 4M4s to surround it. A full buy for HEET. They got everything they could want.
Really aggressive. Oh, wow. They're going to go through. They just want to run for it. Right through the fire. Looking at Joko. He's going to be careful he doesn't blow himself up with that nade. Jax slowing it down and dropping Python. Joko's still going to be falling. Masuta aggressive and down the middle. Maka. Oh, he's combat bombing him. That's so ridiculous. Almost getting a third one. Trying to no-scope it. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Jackson body now up against MBK and Haji. 2 versus 2.
This is pure chaos. This is pure chaos. Everyone settle down. Get the bomb planted.
Don't settle down. No, not now. That's gone. That option is no longer on the table. Bomb's going to be planted.
I think MBK needs to use the Molotov at window and put himself in a better position because there's a Hulse flank coming in.
Oh, he's got to be so careful. Yep, there is the Molotov. Haji in the corner. They don't know about it. What a peek. Taking down Jackson. Now it's on body. 1 versus 2. They know where he is, and they can play for time here. They can slow it down just a bit. They don't have to go straight for it. The grenade does nothing at all there, and Haji on the headshot. A double kill for him, and 15-14 for Falcons.
I'll tell you what, that's a huge kill for Masuta. I think he only actually gets the 1 in the round, but the player at car is slowing everything down, and Masuta's just like, fine, I'll do it myself. I'll rush in. Yeah, he gets Joko, burns alive, but that's the kill that opened the floodgates into the B-bomb site. I mean, well done for Maka in middle as well. But without Masuta just taking that into his own hands, they might not even be in that situation.
Yeah, and for as much as we've been sort of, you know, lobbing some criticism his way for the aggression, right? This is one of the rounds where you're so thankful you have somebody that has absolutely no fear and will just go for it under any circumstances. Look at them. Oh, they're fired up.
It's not done yet, baby. Sit back in that seat, put the headphones back on. Final seconds of the timeout.
Here we are. Round number 30, this is what it comes down to.
That was a stern talking to from the coach.
Yeah.
And that's a much more gentle conversation.
Keep the focus. Don't screw this up now. All 30 rounds. One slip up here for HEET, and they're knocked out.
I think with what we've seen in this series, with how grindy it's been, how back and forth it's been on all 3 maps, this release for whichever team wins is going to be something mental, something special.
Oh, no doubt. This must be one of the most grueling best of 3s we've seen in a while.
1 chance to close it out, Falcons. Only 1 opportunity, or HEET brings it to overtime.
Not the best of weapons, but they do have Afro on that AWP, and he's really been great with it. Oh, that's a close one right there. Flick is down. Got to be really careful. Maka's almost dead himself. It's just body fighting, and he takes down MBK. Could have practically been a double. Now, that's aggressive.
Yeah, that's going to be really frustrating. MBK out of the round is painful. Really, really painful. Moving up even further through the smoke. Body might be delivering overtime. 5 on 3 for HEET, but we've seen him lose it before.
Yes, we have. This one feels super unlikely, but then again, so did many of the others. Python and Haji with health. Maka very low. You have to assume that he is just going to be the... If they get a bomb plant, he can hang around in the back with the AWP. It'll be hard for him to do much before that happens.
Python was the one who bailed him out the last time they were in a 3v5. I don't know if they're going to get 2 in the space of 5 rounds or whatever it might have been.
Yeah,
And look at the catwalk setup. A stack, exercise on the stairs, Jax along the wall, further back, taking the risk towards long. They need a flash.
They do. Oh, they're so close. Peek right into it. Oh, and it's a team kill in the middle. They stacked up in front. That's a real shame. Still a 1 versus 3.
They obviously don't, they didn't want to use the flashbang because they don't want to give away the game. They don't want to give away their end goal at the A bomb site. But Haji, 26 kills. Nothing would be bigger than this 1v3. He's got the utility to pull it off.
He does, but they're so quick up behind him. They're not giving him any space. Yeah, they're right on top of him. 16 seconds, and it's body to end what he started. That's great. 15-15, and we are going to go to overtime. That's quite something.
That's coming up right after the break. We're going to get the conclusion of this series and eliminate somebody.